And I knew, oh dear. Ooh. Yeah. And we had a bad acrimonious falling out after that.
With your dad?
Yeah, very bad. And so since that time, from that time, I mean, it's like, I was like, you know what, okay. And so I went my separate, like in my mind, yeah, respect him and everything, but try and keep away, so to speak.
So it's interesting then that the headmaster told your dad later.
I think so. To be honest, I don't know. But I saw it on the 31st. That I will always remember.
After the exams already.
And I was done in school. I was done in school. I'd finished school and everything. So something I didn't say. I was also like one of the youngest in the class. So for me, all these other guys were always older. Remember, I've been brought up to respect people older than I am. And the guys around there, they rubbed it in quite a bit.
So your dad reacted in. How was his reaction? When,
he was, let me put it this way, he was unhappy.
How did he show his unhappiness?
Oh well, let's just say he did not show it in words. Yeah, and so I got into a bit. We had a bit of an altercation, not a bit, it was a serious one, and I was like, you know what? Now I'm angry, and I slept, and I missed my New Year's and everything. And that was very bad for me, and it broke me as well. So remember, I've got all these things of breaking me, and I'm alone. I think I got my accolades from it. When people are happy, it makes me happy. So when people are sad, it kind of like depresses me and makes me sad. And yeah, from there then I had a path that I kind of like chose, even as I was going through my tertiary education and that whole space.
So where did you go for your tertiary education?
I initially. I didn't go, like I said, in high school. At some point I lost psych, so I didn't do as well as I should have. So I went to Nakuru, did electronics engineering in Nakuru, and then came back to Nairobi and joined Kenya Poly. I did building engineering in Kenya Poly, started a course in building engineering. The one in Nakuru did not end because the class guys found it too hard. When I came back one time, I found there were 2 guys left. And the college said, you guys, seriously, man, we can't hack this.
But even doing engineering, that means you, like you've mentioned, what comes out in your story is you were like academically bright if you put effort into it, or if your mind was in it. But because of going to Nyeri, or that experience there made you not see that path for you.
Well, yes and no, in a sense, because, okay, how can I put it? Let me put it to you this way. Because of the choices I made in school, I concentrated more on the sports than anything else. I did not concentrate enough on books. But I also had no psych for the books. By the time we got caught in, I think, Form 2, after that, I lost psych for the books. And I just wanted to get out, basically, finish school. By the time I get to Form 4, then I realized, dude, for you to get out means that you're on your own. It's like a light bulb moment. And by that time, I'm in 4th form. And I'm like, oh man, I need to pull up my socks. And so even when I got it was because I pulled up my socks. Otherwise it would have been really terrible. So I started now concentrating on books at that time. So
when you're in Nakuru, you're still living in Nakuru?
Yes, I was staying on campus. I've lived in Nakuru. I've done a few things in Nakuru as well, because I have relatives from that side. And then came back to Nairobi, did engineering at Kenya Poly.
At that time, you're staying with your parents?
With my parents. So my dad was not, he was not a fan of me boarding. I wanted to board. But
your relationship with your dad got some friction. How was your relationship with your mom at that point?
I mean, my mom's been my pal. She's been my friend forever, you know, because I think there's remember, there's a Catholic side and the Islam side. For my mom, we've always been friends, but I was wary because, like I said, old school, I'm very wary. My dad is the head of the home, so I'm very wary about stepping on his toes by trying to get my mom to mess up, so you don't mess that relationship as well. So there's a bit of arm's length that you also keep at that space, because I'm also agitating her, okay? And for me, it used to break me every time. Yeah. So you tend to try and find ways to get away as far as you can.
So once you now joined the tertiary education and you moved to Poly, and you said that's when you, after that conflict with your dad, is when you started making the choices that you now made. What were those choices?
So from school, I Once I was out, then I said I was smoking and I was drinking. Once they discovered I smoke, then remember it's a Christian home, and at that time it's not like now, and there was a split, proper split now. He will not have anything to do with me as long as I smoke and I drink.